the Valley's News Channel. This is Channel 5 News This Morning.
Good Monday morning and welcome to Channel 5 News This Morning. It's 4:30, July 3rd. I'm Gabriela Garza. We're going to get to all your stories in just a few minutes, but first we're going to take a look at your weather with First Warn 5 meteorologist Samara Coquino. Samara, it's feeling like a great day so far. A little breeze. It seems to be like it's going to be a nice couple days.
Yeah, it really is, Gabriela, especially whenever you're looking at your fireworks forecast, of course, which we'll have coming up in just a little bit. But right now, temperatures are very warm outdoors. It's warm. It's a little humid. Temperatures right around 80 in Brownsville and Harlingen to 82 in McAllen, 79 degrees to start your day here in Weslaco. But with high humidity, of course, it will continue to feel a little bit warmer, especially as the day goes on. Now we are looking at a south to southeast wind right now, anywhere between 7 and 12 miles per hour. Over the next few hours, what's going to happen are the winds will die down just a smidge, and then they're going to pick back up again, and we're going to have a very gusty afternoon on tap with south to southeast winds at 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting a bit stronger at times. 98 degrees is going to feel like 105 when you factor in all that humid air, and in some areas hotter than that. We're tracking the heat as we head into your 4th of July forecast. We'll have all of those details hour by hour as we continue. Now let's have a look at traffic. And for your Monday morning commute, we're not really seeing too many major delays out there. Just an occasional slowdown on I-2 headed westbound just after 23rd there, but it's a very brief slowdown, and it's probably in that area where, you know, we continue to see construction. So let's take a look here. McAllen headed outbound to Harlingen. About 30 minutes will be your commute there. McAllen to Edinburgh should take about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at the interstate there here in Weslaco. So from our Sky 5 camera here in Weslaco, we do see the traffic out there on the interstate very light at this hour. We're not expecting too many major delays just because so many people do have today and tomorrow off. But for those of us that do have to go to work, you can expect a slight slowdown just after 7 o'clock this morning. Let's go back to the map and we'll look at your commute into the Harlingen area. From Raymondville, it should take you about 18 minutes. And from Brownsville to Harlingen, around a 24-minute commute. But if you're headed back into Harlingen, or excuse me, Brownsville to from Harlingen, 24-minute commute there. Fortisville to Brownsville should take you 23 minutes. Don't forget, we'll have all of the traffic and weather right here on our KRGV weather app. Just download it for free in the App Store. Gabriela, back to you.
With the 4th of July just a day away, a state representative is warning against celebratory gunfire. Representative Armando Martinez learned the dangers firsthand when he was hit in the head by a stray bullet New Year's Eve.
I think it's just people that are very irresponsible. They've seen it. They think that just lifting a gun up in the air and firing it is fine, that it doesn't do anything.
Since his injury, Martinez has worked on new legislation against firing guns in the air.
The legislative attorneys and our office worked together, and we came up with a reckless discharge law, and it addresses reckless discharge of a firearm.
Martinez hopes to get that into legislation in 2019. He says anyone who causes serious bodily injury or death will face a Class A felony and a $4,000 fine. Right now, if you're caught firing a gun in the air, you can face disorderly conduct charges under the Texas Penal Code. Now, if you're planning on hitting the road this holiday, you can expect an increase of DPS troopers on patrol. They'll be looking for those driving drunk, speeding, and committing other violations. According to TxDOT, 987 people were killed in all alcohol-related accidents last year. Drivers can take several precautions to keep themselves safe. Don't drive drunk. Always obey the speed limit and slow down if you need it. Eliminate distractions while driving. Make sure to double check your tires, oil, and water in the car before heading out. And remember, if you see an emergency response vehicle, pull over and slow down to let them pass. Hidalgo County fire marshals are inspecting fireworks stands throughout the county. They say they're not trying to shut stands down, but are instead looking to prevent tragedies from happening this holiday.
Why it's important for them to follow certain precautions and to sell certain products and not sell other products.
Fire marshals are looking for safety violations such as failures to post no smoking signs and not having anything to put out small fires. They're also looking to make sure each stand longer than 15 feet has 2 exits. So far, no stands have been shut down. All new this morning, UTRGV police are investigating a burglary at the Brownsville campus. Last Friday, an officer responded to a call of a break-in at Garza Gymnasium just before 3 p.m. Police say a faculty member reported a compact digital scale and audio equipment were missing from a lab inside. No suspect information is available at this time. If you have any information, call UTRGV police at 882-8232. The Cameron County Sheriff says his jail division needs 60 more jailers. Sheriff Omar Lucio tells Channel 5 News county jails have around 1,000 inmates. He says jailers often leave for federal jobs with higher pay, adding his department has lost 150 of them in the last 3 years. A member of Sheriff Lucio's staff says he's seen consequences of short staffing.
You lack completing some of the details, or some of the details are done with shortcuts, which isn't the best that we should be doing. So we don't have the time to be able to do or pay the attention to the work that we're doing.
Sheriff Lucio says he's raised the issue of understaffing with the county judge and county commission. He's hoping the commission provides more funding to fill the vacancies. This morning, a suspect is behind bars following a police chase in Brownsville. Now take a look. You're looking at this video sent to us from a Channel 5 News viewer who captured the chase from his house near 14th Street. DPS tells us they tried to stop the suspect for a traffic violation when the pursuit began around 5:30 Saturday evening. He was later caught at 13th and Taft and was taken into custody for evading arrest using a vehicle. We're told the suspect also had multiple warrants from another law enforcement agency. An investigation continues this morning into what caused a Palmview gas line to break last month. According to Texas Gas Service, a construction crew hit the line when working near La Homa Road and FM 495. Last Thursday, they partnered with the city of McAllen to educate contractors on safe digging practices. Not following protocols could result in a dangerous and costly situation.
It's been kind of almost ironic that we've had an incident close to one of these safety events. What we do is it just shows us that we need to continue to do more outreach.
You must contact Texas 811 2 days before a dig so all utilities in the area can be notified. Texas Gas Service says a contracting company will come out to the site and mark the gas line. If you fail to call Texas 811, you could face a fine and be held responsible for any damages. A new pipeline will soon be constructed near Peñitas thanks to permits approved by the Trump administration. The Burgos pipeline will cross the border with the capacity to deliver more than 100,000 barrels of refined petroleum daily. The State Department says the project will have no significant effect on the quality of the natural environment. There's no word on when the project will begin. 50 concrete pyramids are now sunk in the waters off South Padre Island. Officials say they're a part of an artificial reef to increase fish habitat. The project is backed by the group Friends of RGV Reef. The 3-ton pyramids were put in the water last Tuesday about 8 miles off of the island, each measuring around 10 feet tall. The structures feature cavities to serve as shelter for adult snapper. Our Heart of the Valley special, The Invisible, Autism and Special Needs, continues tonight on Channel 5 News at 6 and 10. Last week, we brought you stories related to autism. This week, we'll be focusing on special needs. If you missed any of our reports, head over to KR website, krgv.com, and click the Heart of the Valley link. Still to come, President Trump takes to Twitter to defend his use of social media. Stay with us, folks. You're waking up with Channel 5 News this morning.
Breaking news, breaking stories. This is Channel 5 News with Gabriela Garza, Alan Campbell, and First Warn 5 Weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos. This is Channel 5 News this morning.
I love this map app. All right, I found a shortcut, but rerouting.
Using your phone when driving is dangerous. Don't let your phone drive you.
Next time, I am turning you off.
We're gonna need a canoe.
For a pre-owned vehicle, you need to come to Bogus. With a combined inventory of 2 locations, you double your options, and you have a highly diverse selection. Plus, we want to buy your vehicle whether you buy from us or not. With Ford's certified pre-owned program, you can feel confident knowing exactly what you're getting. All of our pre-owned vehicles meet a high standard of quality, and we'll make sure you have an experience that will bring you back for a new Ford or another pre-owned. It's better at Bogus. Come by or visit us at BogusFord.com.
Tuesday only at LFD starting at 9 a.m. Get in on crazy 4th of July doorbusters while they last, like this sofa for only $99. Drastic discounts store-wide, plus an extra 20% savings on furniture till 1 and 5-year interest-free furniture financing. Hurry to LFD Tuesday.
When you need help, 5 is on your side.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Channel 5 and you. I had returned the merchandise and paid an extra $30-something. And the good old mañana trick, mañana, 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 mañana never came until I came to you.
If you need to get something done, contact 5 on your side at tips@krgv.com. Channel 5 News. Breaking news. Breaking stories.
Thanks for buying a fishing license. I want you to picture all the great things this simple purchase does, like building public boat ramps, keeping local waters clean, and maintaining a healthy fish population. When you buy a fishing license, you do a lot. Every dollar protects and maintains your local waterways for future generations to enjoy. Learn more at takemefishing.org/Texas.
And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos.
Welcome back to Channel 5 News this morning. Your time is 4:41, and we are starting with a look right now, courtesy of Sky 5 here in Weslaco. And the traffic is moving pretty smooth out there on the interstate. Sky, not too many clouds out there. 80 degrees to start your day, so it is warm and a little bit breezy. We have that south wind at about 5 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the rest of the valley real quick. 81 degrees in El Sauz to 82 in Citrus City and Laguna Heights. Good morning to you in Lyford, checking in at 80 degrees. Now here we go with the wind speeds, okay? They're going to lighten up over the next couple of hours out of the south-southeast and then pick up mid-morning, and you can expect the rest of the day to be quite gusty. We're talking about a south to southeast wind, 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts near 25 and even 30 miles per hour. High temperature today, 98 degrees with mainly sunny skies. Feels like temperatures 105 plus, so you have to factor in all that humid air. Remember to stay hydrated while you're outdoors. Right now, the First Warn 5 Doppler network is quiet across the valley, but you do see just to the south a few isolated showers streaming to the north. So don't be surprised if you see maybe a few sprinkles in the lower valley and along the coast this morning, but that's pretty much going to be it. Really not too much rain over the next few days, but we will have a lot of heat. The heat index values will range between 105 to 110 for the next several days because that high humidity isn't going anywhere. It will be breezy with a few showers possible today and tomorrow, but we're going to pick up those rain chances a little bit more midweek, and especially for the lower valley and the coast. And some of those showers could eventually possibly drift into the mid and upper valley, but it looks like an even less rain chance for you. Your rain chances will be very minimal over the next several days. We are tracking the tropics, and we're taking a look at the Gulf right now. Relatively quiet over in the Atlantic, just off of the coast of Africa. We are seeing an area that could develop over the next 5 days into possibly a tropical depression as it makes its way west and then makes its way west-northwest. So it's something that we'll continue to watch. We'll touch on the Pacific coming up in the next half hour. Here's a better look at your valley high temperatures. 88 at the coast to 98 in Weslaco, up to 101 for you in Edinburgh, 103 in McAllen and Rio Grande City. So yes, a very, very steamy day on tap, and it looks like the parade of 90s will continue for tomorrow. Humid and breezy near 99 degrees, 4th of July forecast, and then 96 with that shower possible midweek all the way through Saturday. But Saturday and Sunday we crank the heat back up just a smidge. We'll be at 97 and 98. By night, we'll be in the upper 70s for the next couple of nights, even 80 degrees tonight. But by about, Thursday night, we drop down to around the mid-70s from there on. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast.
President Donald Trump is defending his use of social media. This coming after a mock video tweet showing him tackling and punching a man from CNN. Here's ABC's Gloria Riviera.
President Trump escalating his war on the media. tweeting a mock video showing him outside a wrestling ring, tackling and punching a man with the CNN logo covering his face. Trump's Homeland Security advisor Tom Bossert seeing the video for the first time on This Week, defending the president.
There's a lot of cable news shows that reach directly into hundreds of thousands of viewers, and they're really not always very fair to the president. So I'm pretty proud of the president for developing a Twitter and a social media platform where he can talk directly to the American people.
Is that the kind of communication you want, that he's beating up on somebody?
Well,
that he's beating up on the media? Right. You're in charge of Homeland Security there. Yep. That seems like a threat.
Yeah, certainly not, though. I think that no one would perceive that as a threat. I hope they don't.
ABC News contributor Anna Navarro, who is also a CNN contributor, saying Trump's message could have consequences.
It is an incitement to violence.
The White House did not respond when asked for a comment. But earlier this week, during the president's Twitter tirade against MSNBC co-hosts Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski, where he called them crazy and dumb as a rock, spokeswoman Sarah Sanders insisted.
The president in no way, form or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence. If anything, quite the contrary. And he was simply pushing back and defending himself.
During the campaign at some Trump rallies, there were outbreaks of violence against protesters. At times, then candidate Trump appeared to encourage it.
If you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? We're not allowed to punch back anymore. I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
Trump making it clear his main opponent now is the media.
The fake media tried to stop us from going to the White House. But I'm president, and they're not.
Just ahead, a break in the case of a missing Chinese college student. The latest developments in minutes.
At Doctors Hospital at Renaissance Health System, we have one goal: advancing the health of the Rio Grande Valley. We're over 700 physicians and 1,200 nurses, researchers, and educators using innovative medicine and the most advanced technology to offer world-class health care here at home. As the only locally owned and operated hospital in South Texas, we are deeply committed to our community and its health. Doctors Hospital at Renaissance Health System, here for you for life.
I think there's a common misconception that local banks aren't convenient. At Rio Bank, we give our customers personalized service and easy ways to access their money. Our mobile app gives you access to your account wherever you go. Our instant issue debit card means our customers can walk out the door and start using their money immediately. And we also have over 55,000 ATMs all over the country. Give us an opportunity to get to know you better. Rio Bank, your kind of bank, your kind of banker.
Hello, I'm State Representative Armando Mando Martinez from District 39. Holidays are a time to enjoy and gather together with family and friends, but it's also a time to be responsible and safe. As a survivor of celebratory gunfire, I would like to urge you to be responsible and avoid shooting guns in the air. What goes up must come down, and people can be injured. So this holiday, let's avoid irresponsible injuries and celebrate safely with family and friends.
I'm Juan Zamorano. I'm a dental assistant for Agua Dental, one of 3 offices valley-wide. We usually have Channel 5 news in our TVs in the lobbies. So one day, one patient came up to us and she said if we could put the SAP service for her. And I think it's kind of nice for Channel 5 to have the SAP service. That way our patients can have their news in their preferred language.
One community, one message, one station. Channel 5 News en Español. And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos.
Welcome back to Channel 5 News this morning. At 4:49 on this Monday morning, we are tracking just a few isolated showers headed to the lower valley, and you can see them as they start to pop up there. They are very, very isolated events, but don't be surprised if you do see maybe a few brief sprinkles from time to time in the lower valley and along the coast. So with that being said, you really do need to think about maybe carrying an umbrella with you just to have on a standby just in the event that you do need to use that particular item. But looking at your temperatures, really not too bad out there. It is a little warm. a little muggy, a little humid. It's going to stay that way for the remainder of the day. Temperatures right now mainly from about 80 to 82 degrees. So yeah, just our average summer morning there. But you take a look here at the winds and you'll notice that they do start to slow down just a tad before they pick up again. There will be out of the south-southeast today between about 15 and 20 miles per hour. And they'll remain elevated for the majority of the day, gusting up near 25 and even possibly 30 miles per hour. So it'll be breezy, hot and humid. Heat index values will feel like the triple digits all across the valley. Now looking at future track, here's a closer look here. By 7 o'clock, just a few more isolated showers are possible. Notice the majority of that activity is in the lower valley and along the coast, so mainly east of I-69E there, and then the rest of the day, rest of the valley looks relatively dry. Your valley high temperatures range from 88 at the coast to 94 in Brownsville, 98 for you in Weslaco, Harlingen, and Raymondville, to 103 in Rio Grande City and McAllen, 101 for you in Edinburgh. Let's get into that 4th of July forecast. I know you're all waiting for that. 99 degrees during the day tomorrow, feeling like the triple digits. So if you have plans outdoors, it will be rather breezy and humid. So make sure to stay hydrated and to carry something weighted with you to hold all your stuff down. And then for the evening, for the fireworks show, pretty mild night on tap, 86 degrees, a little less breezy, but it'll still be out there between about 9 and 18 miles per hour, so not too shabby. Notice over the next couple of days, your temperatures stay above average, but then they go back down to right around average by midweek. That's because we are tracking a little bit more cloud cover and maybe a few showers. We'll have a closer look at that rain outlook coming up in the next half hour. A Pennsylvania suspect wanted in a deadly road rage shooting is now behind bars. 28-year-old David Desper turned himself in and is being held without bail. He's facing murder and several other charges. According to police, Desper was trying to merge into the same lane as 18-year-old Bianca Robertson, but couldn't get by. Officers say he pulled a gun and shot the teen in the head. Her vehicle went off an embankment and she was later found dead. A suspect now arrested and charged in connection to the disappearance of a Chinese graduate student. ABC's Lana Zach has more on the case.
Shock on a college campus. A graduate student accused of kidnapping a Chinese scholar near the University of Illinois. Investigators say he used the internet to plot her abduction. Yin-Yang Zhang was there studying to become a professor to help her working-class family in China when she suddenly disappeared earlier this month.
They won't leave until they find her.
These surveillance pictures the last known images of her. On June 9th at 1:35 p.m., she boards a bus near campus, texts that she's running late for an appointment. Then at 1:52, she exits and unsuccessfully tries to flag down another bus. Then, just after 2 p.m., a black Saturn pulls up. After a few minutes, she gets in and they drive off. Authorities tracking down that black Saturn and arresting Brent Christensen, who just got his master's degree in May. He was part of the university's highly competitive physics program.
Those that knew him are quite surprised.
A criminal complaint saying investigators found evidence on his phone that he'd visited online forums called Abduction 101, Perfect Abduction Fantasy, and Planning a Kidnapping.
Zhang's body has not been found, but authorities believe she's no longer alive. Christensen is due in court later today.
He was helpful to me. He's the reason I'm here right now.
An Oklahoma boy thankful for the helping hand of a police officer. More on his story after the break.
You never guess the places that I've been. You never guess the places that I've been. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in.
Come to Charlie Clark Nissan in Harlingen or Brownsville. Orale!
Tuesday only at LFD starting at 9 a.m. Get in on crazy 4th of July doorbusters while they last, like this sofa for only $99. Drastic discounts store-wide, plus an extra 20% savings on furniture till 1 and 5-year interest-free furniture financing. Hurry to LFD Tuesday.
Get free meals
meals with the Summer Food Service Program. Because where there is food, there are friends. Find out where to make some new ones by texting FoodTX to 877-877 or visiting summerfood.org. All meals are free for those 18 and younger.
I'm your Texas Ag Coach Commissioner, Sid Miller. Why don't you join me in helping keep Texas kids healthy this summer?
We've made the most reliable weather tool even better. Download the new KRGV weather app. Get extended forecasts, live radar, and weather alerts when you need them the most. Harness the power of the First Warn 5 weather team and get the forecast for your neighborhood. Follow KRGV on Facebook and Twitter. Download the new KRGV weather app.
I gave thanks with tickets to a concert.
Looking for a unique way to show your gratitude for our nation's veterans? Give your extra tickets to VetTix. VetTix. Give something to those who gave. For more information on how you can make a difference, go to vettix.org.
An Oklahoma police officer goes beyond the call of duty to adopt a boy in a child abuse investigation. Here's ABC's Ron Claiborne.
A new beginning. A chance for a new life. A boy and an Oklahoma police officer cementing their special bond.
He was helpful to me. He's the reason I'm here right now.
Officer Jody Thompson rescued John, now 10, from deplorable conditions. Investigators say he had been abused and starved by his biological parents. Officer Thompson took John to the hospital and stayed by his side in the intensive care unit until he got better.
When I seen him in that house, I knew.
He knew that he wanted John to be a part of his family, and that's just what he did. It took more than a year, but Thompson and his wife adopted John. And now John is thriving, a straight-A student on the honor roll in the gifted and talented program at his school.
For what John went through, he went through a lot more than many adults have ever went through.
And more than that, when the Thompsons found out that John's biological mother had a baby girl in prison, they adopted his newborn sister, too.
We picked her up at the hospital. She was barely 24 hours old and brought her home.
Another addition to the Thompson family photo. A picture of hope and love. All because of a cop who does his job with his badge and his heart. Ron Claiborne, ABC News.
At 5 a.m., the RGV pays its respects as a fallen Navy sailor returns home. Plus, two Valley cities are backing a lawsuit against Texas's new sanctuary city law. Stay with us, folks.
Not only should we take pride in our community, but we should get to know our neighbors.
Your neighbors, your friends, your relatives.
They're going to be able to feel beautiful again, and well, it just makes me really happy that I was part of their happiness.
Rick Diaz tells your stories from every corner of the valley. Con Mi Gente, Tuesdays and Thursdays on Channel 5 News This Morning and Channel 5 News at 5. Con Mi Gente is supported by Sonic and Texas Regional Bank.
Chances are you or someone you know is struggling with an addiction. And just like most things in life, if you ignore it, it won't go away. The truth of the matter is, if you want to reclaim your life, you need help. That's why you need to call the National Recovery Center sooner than later. We can't help unless you're ready to be helped. You need to want a better life. You need to want to stop the downward, out-of-control spiral you've been on. You need to make a conscious effort and take control. Our programs are designed to provide you with the care and support you need. Every person is treated with a unique treatment plan designed specifically for you, regardless of what stage of addiction you're in. Don't let the pain of addiction ruin your life. Call the number on the screen now to find a program that's right for you. Help is a phone call away, and the time to call is now.
Channel 5 News. Breaking stories at any time. Download the Channel 5 News app on your phone or tablet for free. Then tap the app and get the latest headlines, weather, and all the investigations that matter to you. Stay up to date with the Channel 5 News app, available on Google Play and the App Store. Follow KRGV on Facebook and Twitter.
Channel 5 News, the Valley's news channel.